we were getting hitbacks from landlords. And then I think by the end of that week, we had already told like a landlord, like, hey, we checked out this place. Like, we would like to go forward if that's cool. And they came back and they were like, it's yours, let's talk and we'll sign the lease. And I was like, it was that easy.
Yeah. $40 times 4 equals 160. And we're going to multiply that times 30 is 4,800. And then we're going to knock it down to 0.85 to 85% is $4,080 after, at 85% occupancy. So what we're going to do is we're going to, how much is the rent? Subtract the rent.
1,800.
So 1,800. So it's $2,280, which you're going to be keeping in your pocket after rent's paid. We'll multiply that times 12. So that's $27,360.
We were in the beginning, we were pumped up. We sent out the landlord templates, and then we started getting hit back with some landlords to look at properties. So some places were putting applications through, but nothing was being a hit. And then it got to the point where it almost felt like nothing in the market at the time was either in a good neighborhood or the rent wasn't meeting the formula. So it was kind of like, okay, God, I know it's working for other people and I know it's going to work for us, but at what point are we going to start seeing it? And then, so we were trying not to be so frustrated and obviously just be patient and wait on the Lord. And then we actually got in touch with Earl because we know that he's been killing it in the last 6-7 months. It was like, I don't know where you guys are spiritually speaking. He was like, but I will say that if you are spiritual, he was like, make time with the Lord, which, as being believers, of course, spend time with the Lord. But I will be honest, being a mother of 2 under 2, I am busy. And not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there's times where I don't feel like I have enough time to spend with the Lord because I'm chasing busybodies, so when he said that, I was already feeling a stirring in my spirit, honestly, a few weeks prior, that I needed to spend more time with God. So when Earl said that, I was like, okay, God, you're confirming something. So honestly, that was the weekend before July 4th. So those few days, I was like, okay, let me get in my word. I'm gonna spend time with God. And honestly, those few days following July 4th is when everything took off. Yeah. We were getting hitbacks from landlords. And then I think by the end of that week, we had already told like a landlord, like, hey, we checked out this place. Like, we would like to go forward if that's cool. And they came back and they were like, it's yours, let's talk and we'll sign the lease. And I was like, it was that easy.
Yeah.
And of course I did get a little I'm not gonna lie, I got a little nervous as we were getting closer to the lease signing. And I told my husband, I said, can you reach out to them and make sure that they do understand what we are using the place for? Because I don't want to get there and then they're, oh, we didn't read the letter or none of that. So when my husband reached out, the guy's like, oh yeah, I saw that. He was like, it's different than what we usually allow people to use the place for. He goes, but as long as there's no damages, rent's paid on time, we don't care. And I was like, whew, okay, another weight lifted off of our shoulders. And they're actually like, they're a management company. And they're super cool, actually. So it seems like God was really working it out. So although the process was a little longer than probably what we anticipated or wanted, waiting on the Lord and trusting him was the best decision though.
Well, Earl gave you the perfect advice.
Yeah.
Right. And by the grace of God, you followed the Spirit and and you were obedient to the Spirit, right? And God's voice is what he calls us to be. He says, be obedient to my voice. And he used Earl to kind of help you realize, daughter, I've been talking to you.
Right, exactly.
I've been talking to you. What you waiting for? Mickey and Raphael, they're also in Rochester. They started May 15th, May 16th. I want to go through your numbers in a second, but we went through numbers with them last night. They're up to, with the lease that they're signing tomorrow or today, they sign in today, they're up to $185,000 after their rent is paid. I'm saying this because, and that's why I asked, are you stay-home mom? You know, Melvin's working, he's doing his thing, but it's kind of the same as Mickey and Raphael. Like Raphael, he's working, Mickey's home with the kids and doing some things, but her thing was like, I want to retire my husband. I want him here too. Yeah. And so she was the one, you know, who sought us out, but they got down like they only, and believe it or not, it's only 12 listings, but the numbers are just great that they got. They just found some really great ones. The numbers are great. 185,000 after rent is paid. Right. So just think about that. Think about it, because I heard you say it earlier, you know, man, I'm just so busy. Right. I'm so busy. I can't even do this and do that and do this. I'm talking about Melvin, where he's talking about a lot of stuff he's doing outside. Not to say that it's stuff that he doesn't want to be doing, but I know it's not necessarily maybe the way he wants to be doing it. Right. Like, where it's just sucking up everything he's got. Right. As far as his time. And here's the beautiful thing. Like her husband, same thing. Like he does the same type of stuff but he doesn't work. He's not working for the church, but he's got like 2 jobs too. And like he's like in the beginning, he wasn't even sure, like, honey, what are you doing? And then he shared last night, he goes, I'm a believer now. He said, look, like the time, he said, we literally maybe put 2 hours worth of work into both of these transactions total, if that. Says I'm making more with a fraction of the time, a small fraction of the time. I'm making way more than I make working all these hours at my other 2 jobs. Yeah. He says, I'm a believer. We're just getting more because I'm done. Right. So because their thing is, you know, their vision is, you know, they have a mission for the city, and their ministry is being able to help somebody underprivileged here that, you know, need a second chance. Those are good numbers. It's a great start. 27,000. It's a great start. You know, but now we got to get the thing up and running so that you're making, you start thinking some of that money. And then the other thing is, you know, and then on to the next one.
Hey guys, it's Jim. I hope you're enjoying the series of videos that I'm putting out of my new student hosts. There's a couple that I put out before this, a couple that I'm putting out after as well. It's all real informative stuff to help you in your journey with Airbnb passive income. And if you do enjoy it, I'd ask you to do a couple things. One, if we're on air, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not on YouTube, go ahead over to the channel and subscribe, like and share the video. Be passive income to be able to support the vision that God's given you for your life. And then also, I don't know if you know, but I also have a semi-private group where, you know, we're in there and we share a lot of things in the group. You're able to kind of see more of what my students are doing, and also what some of the other folks that are doing that are just trying to get started. And if you're already in it, great. You're already in the group. You know what we're doing, and glad to have you. Now, the last thing is this. If you're already in the group, or if you're not in the group and you're not a student, you know, and you like the information that the free information that I'm sharing, and you feel like maybe this would be a great fit for you as far as being able to, you know, do Airbnb passive income without owning property, then schedule a one-on-one with me. I'd love to meet with you. As you know, I love helping people start and grow their $5,000 to $15,000 a month Airbnb passive income business without banks, without experience, and without owning property. And if it is a great fit and I'm able to give you an invitation, because my academy is invitation only, get you enrolled and get you started today. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to meeting with you and working with you in the very near future. God bless you.